As Bhutan prepares for its second parliamentary election, all eyes are on Bhutanese women. With 2 female party presidents, a number of women candidates, and a majority female voter population, 2013 began with an air of optimism and the possibility that the Bhutanese were ready to accept women leadership. With the announcement of the National Council election dates, NC candidates are formally being nominated across the country. Out of the 67 candidates in the race for the National Council seats, 5 are women. 3 are former National Council members. In central Bhutan, 2 women are contesting to become Jemgang's National Council member. Pemal Hamo has just completed her term and is seeking re-election.
Actually, I was expecting more women to come forward this round, but not many have come, and I think it's quite sad that they have not come forward. So that was one factor that also compelled me to recontest. I think it's quite tricky, the situation, because for those of us who have served, had the opportunity to see what we could do, and then also some people then think that perhaps maybe now we should, it's like a taste something different.
Shungicha si jobajinde look chamatopta singa ani belapchila. Tomigi japsha matop ani mashimidi sudon contemplatin misirgi gidoya meton singa ani belapchila.
28-year-old Yishitsomo, who was inspired by the female parliamentarians in the first term, also decided to contest this year.
Talalugi lamni dumin alata ji ngadi drumi mi anzum di jamato di ngara lotoni shi jiong se anebe de lotoni di parashala mo da ngajira nyamnyung ji thobrura jamato tu gi dekhara chimi minala.
However, with 3 other male candidates contesting alongside them, things will not be so easy.
ngarangi khada khaji seda senam no tendigi be sakto dubajin yegi mik pasorim dangbarala da japsolo bewachin bamadi phashabbe dadi ape 태국으로 잡니 숨지기 mikbadila
ngagi chiso na chama to shimle gekhap gi jurwa da thiti nachung bum sulo lotop dang semshu sukti japchur bomb beni imma se khonsu gi rangsui demkhonale amsu thimi tengopi labja da lamten dadin su chapel beni I zishuni
da kapni da pata tele toptangi ani tadi mes jugela te du jutna dibda ngara tolop disia matutu bera di lambera di da toptangi di salare me misi sulu chajunigi mapalera ngara chinshuki digi be chajunigi royindigi ani be chamato tu is jugela
ngachi du kya khapna gongphel di tanyam bera jogobe sishuni bila teta peljor gi gongphel di tanyam be majawashin 율펑기 강이 유미사고디 율펑기 강일 뇽뇽서라 되오 미춥 디수 춥 조이라 되오라 온밥 소마소 미수 데베라 류라 디아 가데베 접접 피니모서 하신 다또 시주 디수도 인디라 베스지로 시주 디수 렉처 베고벨라
대 처시 같이 쪼숑알레 다숑알로 조고베 레차 옙다 바와제 디 정와서 차라로이 마출루이 와서 차라메 마출루이 아니 조고와지 가봐 조고와젠 데 릭파사피 콜 라베고라
But now I feel that one of us must try. I don't know how things will go, but let's see.
다리디 님네 시치시니데 데부터 아니 다베 온니 아니 미라베세 라미소가지 남나 생가지라 아니 짐나벤 야 코다베세 모다베세 랑이 생간노 바베 마힙다 아니 치니
암수 저섭기디 아신디 가dim지 케스라베로 다톱치나베 찡시 아니 심건 딩콩 덕시 빼만 하면베 때 공기 덕시라베로 단 sarda minapchi imbe direberu ta yindile benchuru me inse beochin lamna juru kachi pha tokse yuma chabru tari chabru japka bagor ngasi phoke da dande mitebel amsugidi.
From central to western Bhutan, another former NC member, Sonam Yangchen, is also recontesting. In 2008, she was the youngest MP elect.
Initially, when I contested in 2008 elections, I was just a graduate. I didn't have much experience, And over these 5 years, I think I have gained those experiences. I've made contacts, and I think I believe I can serve better. And when you hear contesting an election, it's about winning people's heart. It's about saying things that people want to hear. But for me, it's about, again, informing people what the mandate of National Council really is and what we can and can't do. So that's what I've been focusing on.
Along with her are two young driven men who are also vying for the post.
The Junamlung to Chusugi, the only Shatagivigi, Zohanale, Gese, Narazumji, the Tatu Asavachin, Tengagi, Missy Yong, Teta, Missegi, Kami Tiba Yusang, Kami, Chamdi, Hura Yusunila.
Tamdi, Nachara Gakabki Sunchop, Niva Timzoki Genku, Sumbalo Chajibki Genku, Jibalo Nile Mapabki Genku di Naragi, Geungi Netan Luta, Tandigibe, the Kadeta Chashuni, Seshuni.
Tugin Hanji Yogalata. Nisharagi Hansaita, Hanji Yokomi Mashamalata. Just a Tambagi Timmy Baby Shuachinla. Timdi Sapchi Samachin, Di Mazami Hemala, Pasunde Manami Hema, Taching Acharagiona Chashina, the Mrs. Sugar Arthur, Dindi Tudo, say Shunila.
Tamaparu Nyamale mo Nyam do Mola, the Longang, Chaye Shui, the Machikita, Tindi, the Maba more Nipme. Teru Janwa yu ene bendigi mogi me top gas no some di tammela
Choden pingina tsugemara ani chube ani ngai du ani kidu thome rumi singi panalo ani tab deuma de lejebe zosube ngachi misil beru kidu lejebe thoni me misenyam chulu anna tsuge sawajin ime mogo salami yu doda tsurebda yangala sume le shubisi
matsogi jondi gutsu be ngala amsdisugi ani pogeda janyambela Chama tu bingale, ngache nam sangera mela, ngache lo yintichi mevela, ngache lo yintichi ngache chama tu no mela.
Like Sonam Yangchen, Tsawang Lhamo of Chukha district had limited experience before she became Chukha's National Council member.
Past 5 years they've known me as a member, so that's kind of advantage to me. I think it's going to secure me kind of good votes, but I cannot say like I'm going to win again.
Ngache sodigi timi Tisu na omdalu. Tengache la tsudi omila. Te la namidi na bui. Ani beodalu te ngachera miwanga da yapseni gi matsugi rinlugi watsidi ngache misi riri gi chalu naila. Ani nobdi pato matambala. Chodup chengi demngodi leshombe eji beshina. Hasam namdagi gole junda misi nilu kagi pentosubga te damgachabni gi watsidi na 제 미시기 차로인라
미세디 레지메 모시바친 땡아처라 라디피체 베소에볼라 데 미세다 튀미기 바나로 툴람디 레지메 브라우치 바바친 데 라디 베메수스 슈니인라 데 롱나딜루 가dim칭아라 카툴레차 겐데 아라 마시데 베루 루시빈데 술레 랍치세 슈닌 데 데테다 랍니 고컵데 나미세 차쇼 수게르나 누인세 슈닌 데 냠룡디 아님치츠사 심레 데 록데 짬마 나 차쇼 술루 차슈니기 짬마 마토 브라우치 바바친 땡아라 some misobes shunila
unale siknu time लाग्छ है सिक्नुले टाइम लाग्छ सिक्नु टाइम लाग्दाखेरि पुरानोमा दिएको छ ठीक लाग्छ लाग्यो मलाई चाहिँ
त ngaji didi ta to ta anji trabe ani membe se te shwal shme shi de khara chong ra chibe se shuni
ta thaji mi nim digere log be se pe da mi de pen ma to mi pasha ta pen to ko ma to ko sap thaji tuk ta ko bala.
In southern Bhutan, 27-year-old Sonam Durkar is the only female candidate contesting from Sarpang.
Yapudi dinge malera ko ani misidina misimas shundina jamatu singe mala lepsila lamni tenga gide lepsila nga chudu premis la babro den la chudu yime ngachira lab is khuyani la gele
나부 용기 타말로 짜디기베 배급 작업 같이 여비나 나부 용로 차량도 디디기베 띵디베 디기베 깨사 가티나 아니 끼니 될로딘 랍고 가티나 딜람니기 딘 말에 태좀 내는 거 가티베로 랍니기 될레 다틀레라 예텐 비비 딩이 켈랑디 암치라이
땡아라기 미깅 오마디라 담바라 두게 캅기 팀디 딘디 비쌈니 기소티니 이나 니바 게용기 델로 팀익수 리줌베 짜시 베니 이나 데숨바 아치 갸캅기 숭디 냠디기 톨리베 다진 탐니로 소티니 세슈니 이나
lalu ikat lam me pe kangye lalu chu me pe kangye dile lalu Humba Joni mebe kangye tima che dalu lu da najin lu yo matobe kangye layok matobe kangye
na mi kangye di ya soklu ke de sindena de na ani sinde ngau de na budisu ru na budisu se sindena ni dinga chigi yenkol me seshuni
da ngagi nabugi tab deu ma deu de ngaragi she seshuni la na zumbe da ikuna lebe chuga nera da kau check tigibe 초다시나리 다도 아니가 피치 시슈니라
내가 지도 인로 롤로 삼년로 좀 샤리던디 수치고 아니 소소베 에와 치고 민도라 또랑 같이 뭐 저진 공기 ngachilu 팬토미딜
완전 난 राम्रो नि हामीलाई त जेम्स भन्दा त लेडिसहरु ठेको हामीलाई त
카케발로에 kenchi 오밀라더라 디게 미술은 미시데 슌로 슐레 남섬치 뱀술라 네 마바소라 칼랍당 바로 레션베 데 가다다가 마치기 찌기찌로 닌코 답되기 벨레심 듀딘 배신데 딜러 합참지 마치기 보드미 소세션이빈.
In 2008, 4 women were elected to the National Council. Hopes are high that there will be an equal number this year as well. People all over Bhutan begin heading to their respective polling stations. More than 800 polling stations have been set up for the 379,819 eligible voters.
With all my prayers, I've done it now.
By evening, we learned that only 45% of eligible votes have been cast. Although more women voted, none of the female candidates make it through.
Okay, this is the notification.
With elections for the upper house completed, poll dates for the primary round have been set for May 31st. This year, Bhutan witnessed the formation of 3 new political parties: Bhutan Kuen-Nyam Party (BKP), the Druk Tshogpa (DCT), and the Druk Nyamrup Tshogpa (DNT), alongside the 2 existing political parties, Druk Phuensum (DPT) and the People's Democratic Party (PDP). What was significant was the emergence of 2 women party presidents for the first time, Lily Wangchhuk for DCT and Dorji Choden for DNT. The appointments of women vice presidents for both the DPT and the BKP also showed that political parties were making conscious efforts to ensure women were taking on a more prominent role in the party hierarchy. We talked to these women to hear their views on the NC election outcome and challenges women in politics continue to face.
There were concerns also within my party, especially amongst the female candidates, that whether the situation is also going to be similar for them. But we are hopeful that in the National Assembly elections, that women would be women would come out in larger numbers to vote and would be more supportive. Not only women, but both men and women, I hope, will be supportive of women candidates and not have these social prejudices against women, thinking that they may not be capable of leadership.
I don't want to be the destroyer of this myth, but I really do believe it's a myth that women vote for women. Normally, it always seems to be the women vote for men. That's the trend I see, actually.
Yeah, this is also a lesson for us. Now the National Assembly, the political parties, candidates, we really need to work hard. We really need to convince the people, voters, that we also need, it's important to have the women leaders. It's important to have the women's voice in the parliament, be it in the upper house or the lower house.
We do need a change, and we do need women leaders, because although we might say that we do not have any kind of gender discrimination or inequalities, but we do have questions of equity. Women are not able to do a lot of things that they would like to do, considering myself too. There are a lot of restrictions, stereotypes in our society, which hinders a woman's participation in leadership.
Chile tawachin tib amchu khongrara dande mi bete amchu namisemi yunti chudu yumi disue mapa donga namisemi chama to umit bela te ane beole te ngachigi ti kokap katechi lensu tu lendigibe te ane pewachin te ngachigi ta golebe te lejim jongsera nomelati.
The nation was shocked when the Bhutan Kuen-Nyam party was disqualified by the Election Commission to contest in the primary round, as it did not have candidates for Gaza.
We have given our best. Maybe there are certain pitfalls that we have overlooked. Nonetheless, BKP is here to stay. We shall regain our strength and certainly participate in the next upcoming elections, which is 5 years from now.
The campaign kick-started with the much-anticipated live televised presidential debate. This would be the first time that people across the country would be able to judge the potential of the new party leaders as a future prime minister.
The Chihale Taudalu, Mashigi Nogamishi, Sopanalu, Najin Yashadu, the Digi Gahabi Gadavicha, Yusuga, Zaurangachi, Jachale, Giftudechi, Missing Yamchume, the Kungi Kanyel Senigi, the Najire, Dinalera Zazu Bendigi, the Sera Sesuk, the Senigi, Tawa the Migilengachi, Lasharam the Yusishini.
Lotte Subigiju, Missy Domongo Bigiju, Missy Simongo Biju. Dina Missami, Nachi, Druk Nyamrup Tshogpa Hatule, Sinshukeni, Sishuni.
Tenga chegi gahaptenalu timlu tembegi machogi ringlukti gochu sai deda daubedegi be misegi cha lejimbera shudo the thotudigera ngacharege gahaptenalu machogi ringlukti lejim dingdibe zoshimle zombolinalu macho rinluki petawegi gahapchilu jujuni I
Kangel yemisu tele tarinaba rupi malamegi kangel Nacharegi Gakamgi, Bulendi Sele Lemigi Kangel, Najensu, Layo, Lambe Mebigi Kangel, Ifong Di Kangel, Tonsepnale, Tomde Nalupovigi Kangel, Kangel Lasha Yusishuni. Takangel de Susego Bachin, Lamlura Sogobe, Sijura Sogobe, Sidin Sopara Sogobe, Sishuni.
Tatiki Lermila Nagi Gachigi. Dugilen chebe sevachin damara the nagi gadeve the chashunimo seshuna sela.
So zora ngachikachi gopmosiachin, ngachiragi, Missigi shung, ngoma, Missigi lava shatubiki shung, Missigi tutubiki shung, yobachin, ngachigi lada jawa kachira iru, chika domdigibe, gara missi the chika, dundi chabdigibe, the lada jawa bewachin, the ngachigi dilu, karagi kangil di lejimbera seshuni.
Mese Nyamchungi Tadunda, Najungi Kangel de Segobdo Chibachin, the Najunrago, the Nyamchurago, say, Debe, Shude, Tete, Maricatule de Lunamesamegi Chayu, Seshunila. Indigi Beru, Tata, Nache Agizum, Ye the Najungi Kidudi, Tadapur Hamakonidela.
Di Samasumidi Kachima Sochin, the Nabu, the Mashara, the Lumbogi Goneshi, the Lo Masha, Livchi, Lochanga, the Joju Bendigi, did the missing Yamchi Kangeli, Nabugi Hamigoes Shinibi. Did a Dobe, the Najin Bugi Kangele, Nabugi Migoes Shinibela. The Nabugi said the Sembu, the Hemale, the Dinale Lamsami, the Yamchiba Mazandigi, the Hanigi, the Yan Hamagoina, the Gachigi, missing Yamchuda, Najin to the Chadi, the Kondikangel Bombera Dusishuni.
As you do Nyamrup Tshogpa, Shonigi Kokap, Tobachin. The Druk Phuensum Tshogpa, Jungjomi Kablu, Zuzu, Disu, Tengachilu, Densozumeki Wachin, the Kachinara Kenimo City, Nachidiwa, the Ding Seshunil.
Kadiche.
다 대 Phuensum Tshogpa Khatule Ngachege Namle Shunegi Genhude Ngachulu Pokshimle Kachira Bedigera Berura, some the Noxa Legend Betandigi Beshimle, Damsi Pan Tuktigibe, Missegi Cha Shui Seshunila. Ngachigi Bemasuk, the Sum Lusudu Seshunila, Ani Sum di Kasta Kachina Seshimle, Tani di Chagi Zagenguni Messishunila, Kadiche. Malu, Tedadobe Ngache, Phuensum Tshogpa, that Chashumisu, Leshachilu, Tabu, Nabu, Dadingachelu. The Daju home message, telephone home message, Kadichese, Garilam Toinse, Tagarilam da Judase, Look me Toinse, Nachi Pusu Kara Lobnala Susa, developing me. Rupigi Kangil Gelujusumime, Tedalengachi Bulgia Habi Bulegujusumime, that to say some good menu session around after Suntama home doji boachilla. Teta decentralization, once a Chirpelgi Logita Lubdalo, once the Michi the Nigi Chalu in Besse, the Beshude, Nigi Selshi Shudalu. Michi the Nigi wants a John Dessing on Mashu. Nachi dream Missesu. Not a Gapki. Nami nobody, Nachi Danzi Mabewachin. Rick Gimdi Danzi Mabewachin. Me Rereni Labashuni use, Shuni Yanka use, and I never shui. Did a Taube? The Lamsugi Colame. Nalu Jutinta made me so fine. Lamdinale fammi to bese, garimi to bese.
Nachamatomidi, Tanga Dugilinji Biogonodi, Irames Shinabela. Tanga Shiniga Dunkara Hisi, Nanimji would know the Lu, Ra Jugadimjira you, Ra Mitam Gamjira you, Ra Gosa Gamjira you, shoot the Bandimundula. Ra Nago, Shugo. Taniboda, Rangi, Naregi Dotto Nalu, Chamatomidi, Tangaregi, Davichusum Chibenosum Dadi, Mr. Yamchulungagi Pento. The Siju, the Chajigi, the Nagi Legimjibe Zambe, the Mi Jadatobe, Nagi Pentosabachin, the Gewasuru Dimes and Nodi, the Gajina Jamatoisinibe.
Nachitare Mangsugi Ringlu Tsudigibe, the Longa Natesi, Tangachi, the Tengnibagi Zaktu Rendo, Tangachigi Loji, Daumato, Lasha Gomez Shunila. The Loju Kachi Gomez Wachin, the Zaktu Remdalu, Nachiragi, Sidin Sopana Jama Tomi Disugi, Missigi Pa Ugonalepa Jodigibe. Namisamegi mich machamzo yojugi tole lalabegi lojia gome ngele bebegi lojia gome te namisami droju tatabegi lojia gome se shunila dizumegi lamludi gota kolera tangachi misegi di lejimbera eji pedigibe riktimgo se shunila.
The four-party presidents then travelled extensively around the country, rushing from one constituency to the next. Special attention was given to the more densely populated districts in the east and south.
아시암 토담댕암 추메라니 명아들은 책이 로가 팀이 들었다마 아니랑 다니 제네 저 특긴 득벨라니
달린체디 대중좀미디 딘디치라고 벨라 당아치 하니디 대중좀미디 가든디치 자티벽업디 남스미 개체에서시니라
해마 슝좀디라 고갑디 차치디 공로 비고 오세 가지서 가지 고라기 해마 라베샤비 돌로 고라기 도로 행기 라베주 고라 베수바진 아니 레슌비종 오세 공기 미마시 데비신 둘라 마바
땡마체라겐 모두 좀에 배가 쳤는데 공 암수 디스라당 가자고 노지
잡초디 또 오포지션 리더기 톰 좀 둘라 갔다 왔지나
이 칼라가 랍사타우다디 노멜라 메세 마츠소바기 톰니멜라세
텔라루 인티다 가치마서치 암수 기아니 베오다로 아니 나진디 수다 암수기 잡초로 두세 테 아니 암수기 수기에 통과세 아니 두 랍멜라 랍니세
아기 베어친 Druk Nyamrup Tshogpa Druk Phuensum Tshogpa journey chaktedo.
For the second time, Bhutan went to the polls on a wet and overcast Friday, the 31st of May. DCT's president, Lily Wangchhuk, was the first to cast her vote at her polling station in North Thimphu. The rain did not stop the people from coming out in large numbers to support their respective parties. Voter turnout was 55%, an increase from the NC election. By 5 p.m., the polling stations closed and the tension mounted as everyone waited for the results.
Druk Chirwang Sokpagi Tonta Chunida Shibja Ngapchu Ngadin Druk Nyamrup Tshogpa Tonta Sumchusonga Gubja Druk Chureni Tale Druk Phuensum Sokpa Tonta Gubju Gosum Da Gubja Shibchu Sherit Gu Tale Jura Mr. Mangzu Sokpa Choden Tonta Dukchuregi the Dukja Ngapchu Top Digi the Dukdedi Tensui Sessioni.
Soon after the primary results were declared, the ensuing controversy of 6 Druk Nyamrup candidates, including the party president Dorji Choden, joining the People's Democratic Party, took center stage.
The Himalaya Junidi Tachip the Lahara Tainla, Tanga Jutaka, Majutaka se. Tenga Gatelera Talura, Naragi Nyamrup Tshogpa Kong Tundichap, Konagi Tetacho, Zumbera Tundichap, Shemilio Lasher, Missilu Tundichap Chilla Tamara. Telen de Migi de Kuen-Nyam, the Twins Shunila, the Migil Jachewagi, Migil Tagobache, the Sitsogi Tadin Chunkudi, Pipiko, Sharashako, Senga Devera, Hon developed Shunila.
The heated debate was brought to a close when the Election Commission ruled that as per the electoral law, candidates could resign and join another political party. With less than a month till the general elections, women candidates from both parties have mixed feelings about their chances. PDP's North Thimphu candidate Sangit Soki had also contested in the 2008 National Council election.
I think the most important one is they don't trust women, and they still think women is for the kitchen and for the social service, taking care of the children, taking care of parents at home. If women do not support women, men, I don't know.
South Thimphu PDP candidate Tandin Wangmo never dreamt she would join politics. She's up against a formidable opponent, a former minister with many years of experience.
The most challenging thing that I face is trying to establish a name for myself. So I try to walk from door to door and try to introduce myself and explain who I am and what I believe in. So that has been the biggest challenge so far. And the other challenge is, breaking through this custom of the male-dominated terrain. It's quite foreign for a lady, I think. It's even more so here in South Thimphu, because we have a lot of ancestral families living here, and for them it's been difficult, I think, to accept women coming up.
In Samsi, Deputy's candidate Leela Pradhan is recontesting for a second term.
From my side, I would say I would like to continue my pending over job. I want to continue the jobs which are not completed, and on top of that, my supporters didn't let me go off, so I had to be for the second term also.
An architect by profession, Rebecca Gurung is the new DPT candidate representing Phuensum constituency in Samsi.
Looking at the results of the primary round, I feel I have full support from the people of Phuensum Samsi. Not because I am a woman, they have supported. I think when I interacted with them, they thought that I could represent them well.
In Paro, film actress turned aspiring politician Kezang D. Wangmo is PDP's candidate.
The amtsugi ngachi media di yerge tongo bachi kachi begup duga timra kadebe lamlu kadebe sogup duga tetsunalo ngai zo deni se shunila ngachi misima so sopagi ju jongbachin amtsu chachablu ta quota system bebe te kokap chini se te chode da chodi cham chimela sane jungi ta gap da chim mangi up chopa disuge te ngachi gi achi quota be te ani amtsu disu judalu jamto to be jusubbe.
Despite having 5 years experience, DPT's Vice President for Women, Karmal Hamo from Mongar, is still fighting against socio-cultural perceptions.
Since my opponent is a man, his supporters, he himself, I haven't heard anything from himself, but I have been hearing from my public that his supporters were saying that DPT candidate is a woman, Karmal Hamo is a woman. So women may not be capable to be the leader, to be the people's voice. So these rumors have been going around, and I have been going around again and clarifying that men and women, if given the opportunity, we can serve the people equally.
As we continue our journey on the campaign trail, we meet up with Ha's PDP candidate Kuen-Nyam.
Kade tada ngachi sokhana ngara sumchi ber chama top do chi bewa chi ngagi tamara ngari ikagi misegi taden taula kono pentop ngiti ge bachin konda tendege tolebe nga la beon se shunila tato bewa chin ngache phoge disugi rambagi tachedo sumbe thoi langai.
As the campaigns intensified, an unexpected turn of events gripped the nation.
Ta gonse kole shuwa chin khacha khanim ngachi na milong gas di jazlula ngabja ni shuila ta tari chiktung ninja mela jacha tukchu sentonde sanam makhudila hematuru churuila tangapchung angamela kepende ga zong soji joseph gi milu zong se shunila pembadi jaga jungi ngachi jungda machamle ten debelongalu nebadi ngachi joseph gi mise de su nedo se shunila
phungda khasho sanena mashunje nyara jagar da duk bga ko barkala aiten ta duk ge khamnang ka ninga ga nong ko umtur yarge konfel deli rebasho ibigi chot biwa dane charu ibigi awa dane india gilala nyara gilala.
For Chirwang, the deputy candidate of Timshing Kangpara Tashigang, it is 2008 all over again as she faces Dorji Choden, her former opponent. With the monsoons at its peak, our team's journey to meet the last female deputy candidate Norbu Wangchhuk in the eastern district of Samduzongkhar was made impossible when a large landslide at Erong blocked our way. With campaigns officially suspended 48 hours before poll day, we rejoined PDP candidate Dorji Choden to make the journey to her family home in Tefung, a 3-hour hike from the nearest roadhead. The much-awaited poll day has finally arrived. For the People's Democratic Party, the anxiety of whether history will repeat itself is weighing heavily on Dorji Choden's mind. With her family accompanying her, she departs early from her home to make the 1-hour walk to the nearest polling station in Merda. Based on her victory during the primary round, her family feels confident. But the ultimate question is which party will win the majority seats to form the government. At 66% voter turnout, more people had come out to vote this round as compared to the previous two. Dorji Choden has won comfortably as expected. Unfortunately, we soon learned that most of the women candidates have not made it through. Only Paros Kazang Wangmo and Ha's Kuen-Nyam have been elected. And it's official. PDP has secured 32 seats, while DPT the remaining 15. History has now been created today with the appointment of Bhutan's first female minister. Limpo Dorji Choden, Minister for Works and Human Settlement, will now be an important role model and inspiration to all girls and women. If we want to have more capable women come forward and actively participate in politics and leadership roles, the power now lies in the hands of the new government to create a more conducive environment as they have pledged.
Amsugi kangil de amsu chamchi semitwala. Amsugi kangil sego bachin phoge gola. Phoge kangil sego bachin amse gola. Chichigu tendiral la bego chichigu tendira dubde jungo bala te zatsang bere chikara gola amchu lochikale jo phoge lochikale jo alu lochikale jo beojin dinga chi mapala lejim mijola te suji di gachira zoru ngachira chikabe nosa tangdi zatsangchi podang mochi ngachira midechi gyakapchi ngachira dubi gyakapti kar chi zatsangchi be nosa tangos junila